Welcome to episode 1 of Dungeon Crawl Talk Soup. Yes, this is episode 1, the first, the OG. In this episode, I'm going to talk to my friend Michelle about all things Sephora forums. If you don't know about the Sephora forums, well, you're about to find out.
I mean, is it from 1997 or is it older than that?
This game has existed since 1997.
Okay.
But there are devs that put out new versions of it every year. And in May, they have a tournament of all the best players to try to beat the new version that has all these new rules and stuff in it. And then all year long, they're putting out new versions of it and like changes to it. And it changes every day, or like every couple days or a week. You can play it in your browser. And it's free. And it's amazing. It's the most amazing, ridiculous game ever. We are live, Michelle. We are live now, so we can go...
What's your Twitch name?
Oh yeah, what is my Twitch name? Champ Delmundo. ChampDelmundo.
Oh, it's gone.
It's Champ Delmundo. It's pronounced Champ Delmundo.
How French of you.
Oh, there's my name. Okay, so I can enter my name here, but I don't remember how. It says enter my name, but it's already entered. How do I change it to something else? Oh, did I just close the game again?
Yes.
That sucks. Am I streaming the game now? Am I showing the game to you? I also know for a fact I'm streaming it. Okay, one last thing is, this is great. I need the chat on just in case someone weird like Dave messages us. Okay. All right. Okay. So now how do I get this name changed? I'm not going to fuck around with that for too long. So he's going to be Delmundo too, no matter what. Yes. Okay. Our fan is here. And he says he's our biggest fan. Now, you can't see that, can you, Michelle? So, yeah. But you could be on Twitch and you could watch the chat. But it would be kind of slow for you. I wonder how that works. Okay. Anyway, I didn't invite you here to... Well, I did specifically invite you here to figure out these technical glitches.
Dave says I sound a little muted, but you sound crystal clear.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen. So I'm going to try this. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. There is another way for me to do this, but actually, I could try that. But no, the problem with that is I'd have to put on headphones, which I could do. But what I could do is switch the audio output for you to being... Right now, it's that what he's hearing is you're coming out of my speaker into my microphone. And that's what he's hearing. That's why you're a little muted. I could switch it to the output of Google Meet. Goes directly into the stream. You don't care about all this.
I am hearing words that I definitely know.
Yeah. You don't care about all that. I think it's fine. If our first time listener disagrees, then they can complain about it. But okay, so I was explaining to you that my reason for having you here is that I want to have an excuse to stream this game, and I'm so bad at it that I needed something else to do while playing it. The beauty is this is a turn-based game, so that's my little guy. If you can see him, is he really tiny, or can you see him well?
Very wee.
He's very tiny, right? He's very tiny, but he walks around based on me moving him. But nothing else is moving around while I'm doing this. Nothing will happen in the dungeon when I'm not pressing a button. As soon as I find a guy, okay, so check it out. I found this dude. It's a kobold. So I could go try to kill this kobold. He's gonna walk towards me. And then he has a club. And I'm going to hit him with my axe. I missed, but he hit me. And I lost 3 of my health. Okay, so this is where I have to tell you, Michelle, that there's another thing I haven't told you. Is that this talk show could end at any second.
If you lose all your HP, it's over.
Because our talk show will only last as long as my run goes here. This is a permadeath game. So as soon as I die, the game ends and I'd have to start all the way over. But but the thing you didn't know until right now is that our talk show only lasts as long as my first run, and that's it. So at any given moment, if my character dies, we're done talking and we're gonna hang up, and that'll be the end of the stream.
Okay.
It won't be like really super sudden where I'm like, oh my god, or I won't like suddenly hang up, right? But it's gonna be like, okay, well, I don't care what you're saying anymore, Michelle. It's time to go. I talk to you later. Bye. It'll be about that fast.
Okay. And you're off to a great start.
Right, I'm off to a horrible start to this. Absolutely. Oh my god, this is going extremely badly. I should be beating this kobold no problem. Oh my god. Oh, I killed it already. I only had to hit it once. That's the problem. So that's cool. We're safe now, and the dungeon's safe.
You've lost 6 health points.
Oh, I know. So you can get. So the beauty is, you can heal back up whenever you want to by standing where you are. Now somebody might walk in, but I'm gonna try to heal, but just by sitting here. And there we go. I healed back to full health, so we're good.
Okay.
But in those clicks of the health going up, another dude could have walked in and fucked this up. But he's not going to, because we're a beefy boy, a beefy minotaur. Oh, and also the cool thing about being a minotaur is you swing with your axe, but you also can retaliate and hit them with your horns. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So I'll probably play this some while chatting with you.
Okay.
And I found a cloak. And if you see something and you're like, what did you just do? Or you want to know something more about the game, you can ask about that. That's okay. But specifically, I wanted to have a conversation with you about your thing. And let me get one more piece of exposition out. This game is my thing. And I forced you to watch it with me for a little while. And in exchange, I was like, well, how can I get my friend Michelle to listen to me talk about this game, or at least watch me play it? And I was like, well, I could talk to her about her thing. But the thing is, I want to hear about people's things. And that's what type of conversation I like to have, is about getting into the deep end of your thing. And what I mean by your thing is, like, it's something you want to talk to about everybody, but you know that nobody lets you talk about it whenever you want to. But, like, as soon as somebody gets you going on it, whoa, you could talk about it for forever. Right? That's a thing you've got. And for me, that's just probably Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. But for you, it could be any number of things. As a matter of fact, Michelle, I know you have many of them.
I do.
And so, yeah, that's what I wanted you to do. And so I prepped you to tell me what your thing was. But what is the thing that you brought? I'm very excited because I was looking forward to finding out what your thing was. And I have been guessing at it for a while, but I didn't know what it was. So, yeah. So tell me, what are we going to talk about?
So it was tough because the instructions were a little...
They were vague?
A little vague, a little open-ended.
I know, so, but I need to... Yes, okay. That's because we haven't defined this yet. That's why this is episode 0. Yeah. Like, if you don't love it, if you think there's a better way to do this, I'm open to that. But that's where we are on that, yeah.
So to be completely honest, I have a thing that I want to talk about, that I love to talk about, that is very important to me.
Okay.
But there's also, like, watching you do this, it's like, well, do I talk about the game? Like, I play games. Like, the games that I play.
Yeah.
Because, like...
Because it's gaming.
Yeah, so I recently started playing a turn-based game for the first time.
This is a turn-based game. So we're both playing turn-based games. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'd never really done them before, and at first I was like, this is stupid. Because you're just, like, sitting there waiting for something to happen. But It's just, getting the flow for the game.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. I totally understand that. I understand that feeling, for sure.
Yeah, but so the thing I was going to talk about, and if we can see how this pertains, and if it becomes boring, you can let me know, because it's possibly very boring to someone outside of this scenario. But I was going to talk about, so right now I have this very close group of friends that I met through a chat forum on the Sephora website.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes.
Like,
how many friends?
Years ago?
How many friends? Wait, 50 months?
I think it was maybe less, maybe like 10 years ago. Let's say 10.
Oh.
We'll be conservative.
10 years is a long time ago.
It's a very long time. But it's, so I have...
Because they used to be Sephora, like, websites. Or, like,
yes,
chat groups.
So back in the day when Sephora, which is a French company, when it first came to the US, you had to create an account. And kind of unbeknownst to you, when you made this account, just like you do with every website, you make the account so you can check out
like
what have you.
Okay, so sorry, a Sephora account, like I go into the Sephora store and they would only sell it to me if I start up with an account?
No, you can go into the store, but if you wanted to order online.
Oh yeah, okay. You had to get the
same
account.
thing. You make an account online so you can check in. It saves your address and what have you.
Yeah, okay, got it.
So what people didn't know, and what I didn't know, is that it would automatically create this username for you.
Sure.
And it made a profile for you.
Sure.
And so one day I remember
instead of you like choosing it.
Yeah, no, it just fully was this like it, and it's funny because it's my my email address, which is kind of silly to begin with, and like I would never have chosen that as my username, but Sephora was like, nope, this is your username.
This is your username, and then
now, if you wanted to change it, they were like, well, you could try emailing tech support, but we can't do anything to change your name. So it was just like, great, we have this thing that I didn't even know I was signing up for, and now I have this stupid username because my email address is stupid. And there are people whose their usernames are like first initial, last name. And it's like, that's just what my email address is. I don't want people to refer to me.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because that's not even something you can refer to somebody as.
No. And especially the idea behind it was that it was basically like an AIM chat room, and you would have like different posts. It was like this weird bastardization of like Tumblr and MySpace, like all these weird social forums that like were very unrefined back in the day.
Yeah.
And someone clearly was like, oh, we should have that on our website. Let's put it in there, but then like not update it ever and just kind of leave it and see what happens. And so one day I was sitting at work and very bored, and I started clicking through things, and I was in my profile, and it was like, oh, look at it, and it was called Beauty Talk, which is also a terrible name. And I was like, here's your Beauty Talk profile. I was like, I don't have a Beauty Talk profile. And I click on it, and there's just all these boards, they were called, of people asking for advice and like posting pictures of themselves and their makeup, and they would do hauls, which now is a huge thing thanks to YouTube. But back then it wasn't really something people would do. But it was, that here's my haul for the day, and it was little pictures.
Would it be pictures, or would people post videos?
No, it was just pictures. Okay,
so it's like a forum in the back half of a website.
Yeah.
And like that I can totally comprehend, but if you think about it, it's like a chain brand website, a chain brand like brick and mortar place.
Yeah.
And then like their web designer was like, let's make this sales front place on the website. Yeah, and everybody's like, yeah, we got to sell Sephora on the website. And then he was like, also let's have a chat room in there. But nobody does that. It's not like you can go to Target and go to a chat room at Target.
No. And it makes no sense. And it's not like they have their own brand, but it's not like you would talk about just stuff that they had. So it was this weird, like, we would, and it was a bunch of, everyone's really weird.
But it's probably, I mean, I was laughing at it, but it's probably really thoughtful. Like, they were like, we have devoted fans. They're going to want to have a place to chat with each other. And you found it. And it's true. And then you know what? The fact is that's true. And you found it.
Well, my favorite part was it was clearly very forgotten. And there were like
that's
mods.
great too. That's great too.
I think there were 3 mods.
That's
and
amazing.
They were only on certain hours of the day. And they're based in California.
Of course.
So it's like any time outside of business hours, California time, we were like just modding ourselves.
That's amazing.
For the most part, everyone is fine. But every once in a while, you'd get spam, and there'd be some random spam thing, or some like random porn bot would be like, "Look at my wife," or whatever. And for the most part, it was girls. All the girls would start replying in GIFs and like stickers and weird pictures to like bury the spam.
Oh, that's so funny.
The mods woke up.
Because you didn't know how to take rid of the bot, but you were like, we know how to get this off this page.
Like, we couldn't get rid of it.
That's amazing.
But we could
that's so amazing.
Basically destroy it. And we would spam it until, like, the whatever...
That's so great.
They think they had would kick in to mark it as spam.
Okay, got it.
But, like, we would have to do it ourselves. And it was always super funny because you're just sitting there, and we had girls who were on like the West Coast in Canada and like the East Coast in Canada, who would basically all night were on there spamming this until the mods would like wake up and be like, "Holy fuck, what is going on? Like what happened?" And then you'd get a cute little message from the mods. It was like, "Thanks, pals. We took care of this. We blocked the user. Don't worry." It's like, yeah, because we were all up all night because we were trying to like block this weird porn bot and didn't want it to like ruin our forums. But it was this little backroom thing. We had these random mods who were wonderful, and it was really free range. We would do whatever we wanted. It was always very polite. It was very supportive, which is very interesting to find on the internet. So like,
totally.
Like, people would post pictures and it would be very constructive criticism. It would be everything was always very kind, very thoughtful. Someone would ask for help and you'd get these really well thought out responses and these well researched responses. And of course, there are people who were completely useless and people like me who would just post like weird GIFs and pictures and things and what have you.
That was what I was going to ask. When did you first get up the nerve? Okay, like, let's go back to the beginning first. No. Before I go to the beginning, I need to know, like, when did you post hauls, I guess is the question. Did you post hauls at some point?
I did at some point.
Okay, let's get back to that through the story of when you encountered it, you must have been somewhat confused. Or, like, how did you encounter it? And you're like, what is this wonderland that I've just discovered?
I wish I remembered exactly what, like, rabbit hole I followed to get there. But it was just this like, I clicked on one link and I clicked on something else, and then all of a sudden it was just all
That's
these
incredible.
Posts.
So you're just probably just shopping the site.
Yeah,
and it's like you fell through the floor at. It's like if you were live at Sephora, you would have fallen through the floor and found a bunch of ladies having coffee and chilling with each other in the basement of the Sephora.
Just like huddled in a corner trying on lipstick.
Oh yeah, in a like an old couch.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it was so interesting. And so I first posted. So I'm a lurker.
Okay.
I lurked for a very long time.
Well, but we haven't even gotten back to the fact that you aren't just a lurker. You've become part of a small community. But we're kind of far away from that right now.
Yeah. So this is back when I first found it. So I remember it was a few months where I just read basically, and like kind of absorbed the information because it was. Are you dying?
I fell through a hole in the ground.
Oh no! Is that fire?
That's lava. Yeah, we're not gonna step on the lava. But we're only on the second level, and I'm still way too strong for a second level, I'm sure. I forgot that I'm supposed to be setting my like what I'm training in. So but I usually wait till I'm gonna set this all up. But you don't have to care about this. So we were talking about when you first started posting.
Yeah. So I would read a lot, and it was especially interesting because it was a lot of makeup and skincare, a lot of it is very scientific based, and it's essentially all chemicals and just finding what chemicals work well for you and what your skin reacts well to. So it's just a lot of reading, a lot of learning from these people who are smarter than I am, and who have more input and insight. And then one day someone posted something asking for help with curly hair. And I was like,
oh, you're an expert.
Yeah, I was like, I can do this.
Everybody out of my way.
Basically,
get out of my way. This is my question.
I was like, I can do this.
Oh, that's
awesome.
awesome.
And so I commented, and I think later they like asked for a picture, and I posted a picture of my hair, and everyone was so nice, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, your hair's so pretty! Oh my god, what lipstick are you wearing?"
Your hair is
like,
so pretty, though. That's really good hair.
The nicest people I've ever seen in my life.
It's good hair.
It is good hair. But that was my kind of like, okay, it's okay if I say something. Everyone's going to be nice and polite, and I would also like just say nice things to people. So like if someone would post, you could heart things too, similar to Instagram, but not.
It's like a thumbs up on Reddit.
Exactly.
This is, by the way, this is Sephora Reddit.
It's basically is what it was.
Yeah.
But I'd go and I'd heart everyone's pictures, and I'd tell like, oh my gosh, you look so pretty. Oh, I love that color, like girl stuff.
Absolutely.
And so you kind of, people start recognizing your name, and so people would know my name, and I know other people's names.
That's not necessarily a thing that happens on real Reddit though. Like I don't start recognizing other people that comment like, oh, I guess it's true in smaller communities.
Yeah. Where
it's like, oh, this is the dungeoncrawlstonesoup community, and so they probably recognize each other there. So that's true. Okay, so you start recognizing people's names, when it's a small community like that.
But it was also, I can't remember how many users they said they had, but it was probably like maybe 500, 300 active users.
Okay.
So everyone had an account who made an account on Sephora, but people who actually accessed it was a much smaller percentage, and then the people who actually used it was a super tiny percentage.
Right, okay, got it.
So then at some point, someone noticed that this thing existed at Sephora HQ, and they were like, how do we leverage this?
Oh, I thought they were going to be like, how do we shut this down?
No, they were like, how do we use this to make money? And so they started sending out swag.
To you.
Yeah.
To you, the community.
So you'd get a DM, and it would be from one of the 4 mods, and they'd say, hey, we want to send you stuff. Is that okay? Can you give us your address? And will you post, like honestly comment and post about it?
Oh, that's amazing.
And so you just get.
Do you mean elsewhere? Were they trying to get you to talk elsewhere? Like on Instagram or something?
On the forums, and they said
that's
to write
fantastic.
Reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to write a review on Sephora.
Because you're the mega fans.
And they call it gratis.
Would there be things... Would there be community conversations in the community that were not about Sephora stuff?
Yeah.
And they probably didn't care for that much, but they didn't care because it was like... This is in the right genre. These are our super fans. Because there wouldn't be conversations about there that wasn't makeup stuff.
Yeah, no. There were some, but it was generally everything was categorized properly. So
yeah.
We would have
so if you had cats section,
off-topic chat.
Right.
So you'd know when it was just like
it's a forum. It's a forum. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, totally. Message board.
And we fully treated it like message boards, not like we were on this company's website.
Yeah, totally.
No, and it was. Like, people would rag on Sephora all the time because they have a really bad reward system, and they have really bad samples, and so we're just like, what is this garbage?
God. They probably ate that up though.
Yeah. Well, every once in a while, one of the mods be like, guys,
be nicer to Sephora because they're probably listening.
Be a little nicer about, or they would say like, can you just not mention it? And we're like, okay, fine.
That's funny.
We're like, if they do anything egregious, we're gonna say something, but we could just not constantly bring up all the time.
Yeah. You don't want it to be a Sephora grief forum.
Yeah.
Because you can do that elsewhere.
Yeah. Like,
oh, that's good.
I don't know where. On Reddit, I guess.
Yeah.
Or something.
On our Sephora.
Yeah. But they started sending out swag. and they would start doing little events. And then they've had the mod team got like a manager, which is huge.
That's huge. It's a big change.
We were just like, oh, we're gonna have groups. And then so one weird part of it was this still exists, by the way, but it's a much different beast than it was way back when. But you would have a I forget what it's called, but like if you commented enough, you became like, you were like a rising star, you were an expert, you were a beauty knowledge guru or whatever. You had like these goofy little titles, and we would all go and try and get to the top one. And so we found out the top one was Hall of Famer.
Oh, so who got that first? Somebody got there, huh?
My friend Hearts.
Somebody got there.
Yeah.
Well, what's the points necessary to get to Hall of Famer?
I think it was like 20,000 comments or something insane. Like, she was constantly commenting. She was hearting everyone's pictures.
But she was working at it so that she could find out what the top was.
Yeah, exactly. She was like, I'm going to get there.
Now, how does she know for sure that it's the mod?
You did it. You can stop.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was going to say, like, because it could be like an exponential thing where, like, it just gets harder.
Yeah.
Like leveling up very distant.
Like, will they keep inventing titles? Or, like, where did these come from? And, like, the mods had to look into it. Because no one knew what it was, because it was so
had to. Oh, wow.
And they're just like, yeah, there's just these random things, and they're like, we can't tell you what it is, but one of you is close.
That's
like,
crazy.
It's Hearts, isn't it? It's Hearts.
Because she's working at it.
Yeah, but she got there.
That's amazing. Okay.
But I remember it took me a really long time to get there, but I would comment on every time someone posted their face. I would heart it and compliment them.
Yeah, that's nice.
It takes balls to post your face online.
For sure.
So I was like, absolutely, you get a heart, you get a kind mention. And so, like, it took me a couple, I think maybe a couple years to get there, but, like, I got there and we were all like, we're Hall of Famers, the whole thing, we're fancy. But they started to, like, actually work on the forums from the Sephora side. Hi, baby.
Did Kitty come say hi?
Kitty came to say hi. It's almost our dinner time. But so they started doing like little events, and there was a lot of stuff that we had done ourselves. So we would do, we called them traveling Sephora boxes, which was basically you would take all the old, or not too old, but like all your unused, unwanted makeup, and you'd put it in a box, and you'd start a thread, and you'd say, okay, I'm doing a TSB, we called it. Say, who wants to be a part of it? And you'd get however
Sephora
many names.
The Sephora box.
Yep. And then the first.
Yes, Michelle. This is huge. Wait, this is huge. We found the sewer. We found the sewer. It's a big deal.
The sewer?
Yeah, I made it to the sewer. There's a bunch of rats down here. We're gonna kill these sewer rats. And that's great, because that's a bunch of XP for us, and these guys are easy to beat, so that's good.
Like how it just says, you hit the rat, you kill the rat.
Yeah, you just hit the rat, they kill the rat.
Like,
okay, the Sephora box. So you would package one up and post it to everybody that you've got one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then whoever started it, they would get the name and address of the first person on the list, ship them this box of makeup that was usually at least 5 pounds and worth hundreds of dollars, and you'd go through it and you would take out anything that you wanted and you would put in what you were exchanging for.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it was a way to kind of get rid of stuff that you didn't want or that didn't work for you, because typically when you return makeup, it gets thrown away. Like they can't resell it, it's used.
Oh yeah.
So this was a way to use it, have someone find it and use it. It was, we would clean everything, spray it down with alcohol. It was as sanitary as you could be. But it's a great way to like not have to throw away all these products.
I love
what ends up happening is you buy stuff and you're like, oh, it's the wrong color. Well, I guess I'll throw it away.
Oh my God, I know.
But then it would just, I know you love your foundation.
I think that all the time when I buy foundation. I'm like, oh, this isn't right for me. I don't want to be sarcastic with you, Michelle. I know we're on a game. I'm not going to be being sarcastic here all night because I don't want you to get confused as to whether I'm being genuine. But I really love hearing the story about your Sephora friends. So I'm very hesitant to try to joke sarcastically. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to start thinking that I'm being a dick.
I know you're a dick.
Right. No, but I have been, and I continue to be 100% serious that I'm enjoying this conversation. So as soon as I did that sarcastic joke for a second, I was like, no, this is not me. This is not this talk show. So there'll be very, very rare sarcastic joking, even though this is an internet television show, which is based entirely upon an economy of sarcasm.
I mean, sorry, all I know about Twitch is everyone is genuine and no one is ever mean.
That's exactly right.
I know nothing about
this corner of Twitch will be genuine as a vast majority of the time, and it will be kind all the time. There's a lot of nice, kind Twitch streamers, and isn't it great that this game is just waiting for me?
It is nice that it's just like, do you want to sit?
I got distracted talking to you about the meta of this talk show, and the game doesn't care. It's like, well, these rats will come, but they're working on it.
They're also green, which is concerning.
Oh yeah, some of these rats are green. Yeah, it's a river rat. Yeah,
obviously,
it's got hair of a most peculiar green color. You called it out. It has a powerful bite, but I'm gonna have to disagree that it's a powerful bite because I'm just gonna crush it.
It might be a powerful bite for him. It's all about perspective.
Yeah. That's exactly right. You know what? Amongst the rats, maybe it's king.
That was their strongest biter.
Well, he's gone now. Oh, we crushed him. There's a door here. Should I go through this door? I think so. Oh, we found some goodies.
Is that a scroll or a bone?
No, it was a scroll. A scroll labeled Sekut Wigdupna. You can read that, right? We got a bunch of scrolls with weird names. We got Chad and Terry. No, I think just Chad's watching.
Hi, Chad.
And he said hi to you, and I said she can't hear you. Anyway. We can read any of these scrolls whenever I want to, but I don't know what they do right now, so I'm not going to do that.
I was hoping that they were an anagram in some way. But
don't try. Don't. No, I thought about it once, and it's not worth it. It's
I'm
not.
Good
it's
enough
first. It's
with words.
Besides the fact that it's not an anagram, it is 100% not actually the thing because it changes every time. It's procedural.
Oh, so it's just word soup.
It's just word soup, yeah. And then
Which goes with dungeon crawl soup.
That's the same with these potions. They're also it's random. You might think that the golden one is a health potion, but you don't know until you taste it.
Oh, that's weird.
But you can also get these scrolls that are scrolls of identify, and they will let me find out what the stuff is without tasting it.
What is this? Is it stone soup?
Yeah, stone soup. Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, where were we? You and your friends had started making the Sephora boxes.
Yeah.
I like that it's called TSB because the T stands for the.
No, it's traveling. It stands for traveling.
Oh, traveling Sephora box. Traveling Sephora box. Okay, never mind. That's cool then. That's good.
It's still stupid.
It's fine though.
Well-meaning.
Okay, and so was there only one thing in the traveling Sephora box?
No, so it was always people.
Was it just the one traveling Sephora box?
No, there was usually a few going around at any point. There's always a high-end one and a drugstore one.
Oh.
A lot of these women would spend a debatably disgusting amount of money on makeup, myself included for a while.
Oh no.
Because
that's way too many dudes.
Fun. And it's
yeah.
the kind of thing where you could like constantly use it. It's not, you know, you don't use it once and then you're done with it. It's something tangible. People like to stress shop.
Yeah, totally.
So it was always, someone would say like, look, I've got a lot of stuff. I'm going to start a TSB. Who wants in?
Okay.
And then you'd send it around, and then the last person on the list would send it back to whoever started it. And then whoever started it would take whatever they want and then donate what was left over to a local women's shelter.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
that's incredible.
Things like that, and we would do Halloween and Christmas gift exchanges. And you'd sign up, and we'd do it through Elfster, which is funny because we used to do a gift exchange with Dave's family, and we used Elfster, and I was like, I know all about Elfster. Use it on the forums.
That's awesome.
But we do one for Halloween, and it's, you know, it's spooky season box, and we'd have.
And you knew the ladies, the people. It could be a gentleman there.
Yeah, there were a couple gentlemen in there.
You knew the folks well enough that when you got them via Elfster, you would be able to pick out the right thing for them and make them very happy. Although you might have had a list, right?
So they would also do a list. So we would have, you had to spend a certain amount of money on things from their list. So first there was a certain amount, there was a limit for the box itself. Let's say it was $50. You have to spend at least $50 on the gift, so that everyone feels like they're getting something worthwhile. Ideally, you would get them $50 worth of stuff from their list, and then any other things would be like an add-on. And typically people would get whatever was on the list and then like put candy in it, or like cute socks and a mug or what have you. It wasn't, you know, we weren't going crazy. But if it was someone you were really good friends with, then people would go a little crazy. You'd buy them something fancy or like really expensive makeup. But it was usually more, I know this person, I know that this is something that they want kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was these, they would do it all the time. They do it for Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving. Valentine's Day, I was like, what's the holiday with the heart?
It's a very Sephora holiday too.
Yeah.
Forgot that one for a second though.
At some point we started calling ourselves llamas. I don't know how or why.
All of you would call all of you llamas?
We were all llamas. And we would.
That's amazing.
No rhyme or reason, but then you'd get like, all the cards had a llama on it. Or like.
Wow, you don't have any guess or for memory for why that was the case?
I mean,
that's a fascinating thing, isn't it? That's an incredible thing when something just gets lost to the history of the universe. But the end result of it just persists?
It's like, I can't remember who was like the drama llama, maybe?
That's cool. The drama llama.
We would like send the drama llama, and so then we were all the drama llamas, and then they were like, oh, llama. And then llamas had a moment a few years back.
Yeah. I have a book about llamas in my house for the kids. It's called Is Your Mama a Llama? I asked my friend Fred. No, she is not, is what Freddie said. She grazes on grass and she likes to say moo. I don't think that's what a llama would do. Oh, I can see now. I think your mama's actually a cow.
The whole time I was like, Fred, it's a cow. Your mom's a cow. Fred, you're a cow. You're a cow. Come with the times.
Is your mama a llama? I said to my friend Rhonda. No, she is not, is how Rhonda responded. She bounces up and down and has a pouch for me. So I don't think a llama is what she could be. Oh, I said to Rhonda, that's certainly true. I think your mama's a kangaroo.
I was curious how they were going to rhyme kangaroo.
Yeah, true. Hey, is your mama a llama? I said to my friend Lynn. Oh, Lloyd, don't be silly, Lynn said with a grin. Okay, wait. Michelle, what do you think Lynn is? By the way, Lynn is spelled with 2 L's. Just like Lloyd is spelled with 2 L's.
And llama?
Yeah. So, Lloyd, don't be silly, Lynn said with a grin. My mom has thick fur and long lashes, and you should know all about llamas because you are one too. Lloyd was a llama. Lloyd was a llama the whole time. Oh man, that's a good story. I almost have the whole thing memorized. I've read it at least 10,000 times. But you're a llama just like Lloyd and Lynn.
Yeah.
Is this crazy what's happening right now? So there's a button in the game that you can press where he'll just auto explore until he runs into a bad guy.
Oh, that's interesting.
And so I pressed that, and he was going very fast there for a little while.
Oh, that's why he was going so.
I don't press the buttons that fast. I'm not good at pressing that fast. No.
I thought it was a weird stream.
Oh, like a stream glitch thing?
Yeah, it was. You know how sometimes it pauses and then randomly fast forward.
Yeah. No, that's not what it was.
That.
No, that's the automatic travel.
That's kind of fun.
It's very good because otherwise I could just slowly, peter around the entire dungeon. But no, he's zooming around because I did auto travel. It's pretty cool. And then he just goes around and checks things he hasn't seen until he sees something dangerous or interesting. This is the first time we've seen an iguana. It's gone now.
Oh, why are you killing the iguana?
That's a good question. It attacked me, Michelle. It attacked me.
Did it?
I went into the room and it kept pursuing me. I said, you don't have to come over here, but it did.
I feel like you came into his house.
That's true. Now, admittedly, these people all live here. Okay, so this is really interesting. In the meta, I read somebody post something in Reddit about DCSS where they said, have you ever thought about the fact that we're probably the bad guy? Because basically the concept is there's this dungeon here, and deep at the bottom of the dungeon is a priceless treasure, the Orb of Zot. And if you can make it to the bottom of the dungeon and get the Orb of Zot and escape with the Orb of Zot, countless riches await you. But if you think about it, this is these people's house.
Yeah.
And this is Zot's house.
Looting their houses.
And we're just running in and killing everyone. And then stealing their orb. There's no reason to believe that this is not a villain story. As far as I can tell. But I will say, in a little while, we're going to run into my other favorite character. And hopefully we'll get that far and you'll get to meet my other favorite character in a little while. But that's later. This is still our smashy boy Minotaur. Also, earlier I switched over to this speed dagger. It's faster, and but I just like playing with an axe, so I just don't think. I just so the cool thing the axe does is that it hits multiple people at once, so it hits all enemies adjacent to the wielder, dealing less damage to those not targeted. So if I am surrounded, it's gonna hit all of them, not just one. So that's good. We've got some good stuff. I don't have a better weapon yet, but soon we'll get more weapon. We need more identify scrolls. Oh, there's a shop. Where we've been talking about the traveling Sephora box, and then so you got to the end of that story because you were but then you start getting together with these ladies, right?
Yeah. So
is it the next thing?
That is the next.
Or did I jump ahead?
Evolution. No, that is the next evolution of it. So they started doing. So we were talking on I call them the Sepforums. Which
Sepforums is brilliant.
But
Michelle,
is that not the best name?
They absolutely should have had that at the top of the page.
I'm still mad that they did not use that name.
I'm still angry about it now. I'm angry about it starting now.
I was like, yeah, the Sepforums. I was like, oh, haha, you mean Beauty Talk? And I'm like,
oh my God, it was really right called there. Beauty Talk. It was. That's funny too, though. But Sepforums is so brilliant. Michelle, you're a brilliant person.
It was right there, Travis. Right there.
Oh my God, that's so sad.
Sitting there, low-hanging fruit.
That's so sad. No, but it's there because you know it. because You knew it? Oh, I can't get to these dudes.
And I had no qualms just calling it the Sephorums by myself.
Oh, yeah. Did nobody buy into that?
No. It's just me.
Okay, wait. But now you have
like, oh, haha.
But now you have your friends, and you can just start to whittle them down to it.
Yeah. So what wound up happening was in 2018, there was a huge. They redid the Sephora in downtown LA. A huge store. They had a huge opening. The Beauty Talk mods were going to be there. They were invited down, and some of the girls live in LA, and we were talking. We were like, "Let's go." And I remember going to Dave and saying, "So
you're going to LA?
I want to fly to California to go to a Sephora store opening.
That's awesome.
With my friends."
To a
and
Sephora
he was just like, "Dude, go." Like,
yeah. Because guess what? That's your thing.
Yeah. So we made a WhatsApp group.
This is not the first time I've heard you talk some about this, by the way. So I knew this was one of your things. So this is not the first time I've heard you talk about this at all. But it is far more in depth, and I love that. But last time I heard you talk about this, I was endlessly fascinated then, too. It's such an awesome thing that you found your people.
And it's literally... So to flash forward a little, I talked to one of the girls that I met on the boards literally every day. She's one of my best friends.
Wow.
We play Genshin together.
That's awesome.
We just talk all the time. There's actually so there's a thing that Sephora does. I don't even know what you would call it, but it's called Sephora. And it's they love a terrible name. They truly do. But Sephorums, no.
Sephorums, no. Yeah, that's what. That is the amount that I just laughed. At least half of that was because of exactly what you said. But Sephorums, no.
No.
But Sephora, absolutely. That gets through.
It's such a terrible name. Truly.
Oh, Sephora. That really tickled me.
So
I'm very happy about that.
They had the first one in 2019, which... there was one in 2018 that I didn't go to.
Okay.
But then they had one in 2019, which I went to. And then COVID.
Okay, wait, what do you mean by they had one? The Sephoras?
Yeah, so what they do is basically they rent out a convention hall, and they have
Sephora
different
does
brands.
Not,
yeah, Sephora does.
Not oh yes, okay, got it.
Yeah,
and it's not just for you Sephora mites.
No.
It's or for you llamas. It's not just for you llamas. You're just the absolute target demo of it.
Yes,
but it's not just for you.
No, but the one in 2019, we told them we were coming. And we were like, you should do something special. You should
put on something special for us, obviously.
Yeah, and they rented out a restaurant, and they got us dinner, and like.
No, they did too. They did. That's awesome.
It was, I think, like maybe 30 of us.
Can you imagine that there's somebody that works at Sephora that got that message from y'all, and then had to like go to their bosses and like make that argument. You know how about like trying to buy T&E budget, Michelle. Like somebody had to go justify that.
Yeah.
I can imagine those conversations.
Every day we were like, y'all should do something for us.
Oh, but honestly, I don't think I could come up with a better use of marketing or budget at all. If I was a CMO, I'd be like, absolutely, give these people everything.
Yep. And they had revamped the beauty talk boards. And so this was their like, this is perfect. We can show what a like strong community it is and how like these people are weirdly actually friends, and it's not just like they're talking to each other like they're friends in real life and online.
No doubt. Yo, I got lost talking about this and totally forgot about the game for a while there. Did you notice that?
It was Sephora that did it too.
Sephora. Come on, that is so wild.
It's so stupid.
Oh my god, that's such a great thing. It's in my life now. Okay, wait. So it happened 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
And you all were hanging out. Did you go? Was those the first meetups of your groups? Was that the Sephorias?
Yeah. So some girls had gotten together when they were like traveling places. I have gotten together with a few of them multiple times that are just local. So we would have also meetups if people were coming into town. We'd meet them. I remember one girl came in because she was coming to see the New York City Orchestra, I think, or the opera. She was coming to the opera, and she was just like, "If you're around, do you want to have lunch?" I was like, "Okay." So like we went out and we had lunch, and it was this truly random. Like, okay, when we went to the library, like the New York Public Library, because neither of us had ever been.
What is this?
It was just this super like random. Let's do touristy things with people, even though I've lived here my whole life. But people, they would get together and they would do things together. And I think a few girls have gone on like trips, like vacations together. And it's wild, but lovely and wonderful. But I wanted to talk about it because Sephora is happening again in New York this weekend.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
Wait, oh, that's crazy. Oh, you're going to it, obviously.
I'm going, so it's Friday and Saturday. I'm going on Friday. All the girls are...
Oh, this is such an amazing turn of events.
Yeah, it worked out.
Of course, you planned this. But I did not know that was going to happen.
Da-da-da-da.
That's okay. That's incredible. So so you're going to go to this weekend. Oh my God, what a great thing. So then all the llamas are in town or coming to town. Tell me about the planning for this specific event.
Yeah.
Wait, there's other things I want to know. Like, yeah, COVID hit, so then Sephora... Okay, we got to get back to the live one later.
Yeah.
So the 2021 got canceled.
Yeah.
It was going to be they're usually in late September or October?
Yep, they're usually in late September, and they're usually in LA.
Of course.
Yeah, so this is the first one that's in New York, which is super exciting.
That's really exciting. But okay, so then the 2021 though got canceled. I bet. What about 2021? Yeah.
They did a virtual one.
Oh, they did a virtual one in either of those years, or did
they did it? They didn't do it in 2020. They did it in 2021 and 2022.
Right.
And
okay.
so, I totally forgot. I'm actually drinking my wine out of my Sephora 2019 plastic cup.
Yeah, you are. You planned
that I wasn't supposed to take, and the bartender yelled at me because they, it's those like
right
reusable plastic cups that you get branded.
Yep.
And they only had a certain amount of them, and so we got drinks, and he was like, "Okay, well, you can't take those." And we were like, "Are you gonna wash them and use them again?"
Right. What are you gonna do? Throw them away?
Yeah. And he was like, "Well,
he's crazy.
You can't." And so we took them, and I wound up coming home. My carry-on was the tote bag they had given me, filled with products and these wine glasses, just tied closed. And then when I put it on the belt for security, like 6 different things rolled out of it. It was just like, this is fine, right? And I just remember looking at the TSA agent and them looking at me as my like little reusable cup is whirling around on the belt. And she just handed it to me. I was like, I believe I said,
they get worse.
Souvenir.
They get worse things.
But it was just so like, oh no.
Oh yeah. So
and you want to reach, but you're not allowed. And
yeah, totally. I get very paranoid about how far I can reach across on the other side of the TSA.
Yeah, and I got yelled at once in London.
For reaching across?
London? No.
They probably have different rules in UK. They have different expectations.
I had my contacts in the solution, and I was wearing my glasses, and the guy yelled at me.
No way.
Because he said it could have been a bomb. And I don't know if you've seen contact lens
I don't think so.
I don't know what I could have blown up with 1.5 ounces of liquid.
Right, exactly.
But he was so mean. And it was with Terry and Chad, actually.
Oh.
And I remember, and they came, and I like put them in, and like my eyes were all red, and Terry's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "A DSA guy yelled at me."
Oh no, that's so mean. It
was so weird.
Chad's still here. He says he remembers that.
Yay, Chad! It was just so funny because Terry was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was so bizarre.
That is a really weird thing. Everybody.
It was such an odd, like, okay.
Everybody in chat agrees. That's a very strange thing.
This could have been a bomb. Could it have been? Really?
That guy. That must have been. You know what? That must have been a hard moment for that guy. He must have had something else that happened. Maybe the previous people threw or something. You know, like really ticked him off.
I don't know.
Was he British?
I don't remember. He might have been.
But did he yell at you in a British accent?
I don't remember. He was
That's kind of the same question. It's kind of the same question, honestly.
He was accusing me of being a terrorist with my eyes.
That's a dick thing to do, bro.
It's like your eyeballs could be a terrorist.
That guy's not invited.
Fine.
That guy's not invited to a talk show.
No.
Yo, so we're doing pretty good.
I felt very proud of himself, though.
We're doing pretty good in this. Oh, we got an identity scroll.
Huh?
Which one am I gonna do? I gotta find the healing potion, so we're gonna go down here and do these ones. Golden feels like it's a healing potion, right? Close. Resistance.
I would have gone with the shimmery silver one.
Okay, we'll get that one next. Okay, that's on me.
I love a glitter.
Yeah. That's on me. We can also we can also read a couple of these scrolls. Oh wait, I just remembered that we went to a shop earlier.
Oh yeah.
And they had scrolls, so we're gonna go find that shop. Oh, it was in D3, I think.
So is it like quadrants? How is this?
Which?
How do you know where you're going?
So I pull up a menu of all the different stuff, and so this is the different branches we could go to. These are the gods that we could go visit. The only one we've met so far is Sephora. I don't want that guy. And then these are the shops I can go to. Can you see my cursor?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, we're gonna go, I'm gonna push the $sign so we go to D3. Canuck's Magic Scroll Shop. It had a bunch of. This feels like an hour ago. It probably was like 5 minutes ago, but yeah, let's go there.
You were running. You were going so fast.
There we go. We're running there.
Oh, look at him!
We just ran over to the scroll shop. We're gonna buy these identity scrolls. Probably should just buy this one as well, but we should probably just buy this one as well.
What does Scroll of Fear do?
It makes all the dudes run away from you.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was like it makes you afraid, which seems counterproductive.
That would be counterproductive.
I don't know. Maybe it makes you really fast.
Which one do we want? The lumpy silvery one? The fizzy purple one? Or the viscous emerald one?
I do love a viscous. Not the fuming.
You want the fuming sapphire?
Yeah, do the viscous.
Do the viscous emerald.
Yeah.
Lignification. Lignification turns you into a tree. Just for a little while. It's cool.
I'm sorry, that's the stupidest thing ever.
It's cool, though. It's fun. It's fun to get turned into a tree. It's fun. We might do it later. If we get in a lot of danger, it's really good because a tree can't get hit as easily as we can. It's a big tree. It's a big tree. You can turn into a very big tree.
A tree in a dungeon. I think they're going to know you don't belong.
Oh, no, yeah. They'll still keep hitting you. It's just harder to hurt you. And also, you still can swing your axe. For some reason, you can still swing your axe even though you're a tree. That I don't understand. All the rest of it makes total sense to me.
I mean, I get you that you can swing it, but just like really weakly.
Yeah. No, you can swing it full bore.
Just kind of gently nudging people with it.
I'm going to get some of these scrolls. Let's get this one. That's the one! Michelle, we did it! We just won.
We did it.
That's the one! Oh! Okay, cool. So, Scroll of Requirement, that's the one. That's like a super rare one.
Oh.
Michelle.
Is that why it's teal?
Yeah, that's why it's teal. Yeah, teal is the best color.
It is a good color.
Uh, listen,
I
this
don't know
is
if
the one.
Chad's still on, but Chad is like, this is why I moved.
No. Chad loves this. I introduced this game to Chad, and this game is an illness. It has a very bad addictive quality to it. I don't recommend it. Okay,
Okay.
okay, but Scroll of Acquirement is the one. You it gives you an option of 4 awesome things, and they're like way out level for you. So it's like getting something that's like what, like the epic ultra rare items, way over level for our character, and we're gonna get to choose one of those, and it's gonna make our character so OP. Now, sometimes you get to do scroll of requirements for crappy things that they're all legendary or whatever. They're all epic, but they all kind of suck. So that can suck when that happens. But usually you end up with something that's just like completely OP, and so we're gonna read that right now. That's why we came down here to get we got the identify scroll so we could find the scroll of acquirement. Actually, let's identify one more potion before we get the acquirement, just to delay gratification. Choose another potion.
I mean, I'm gonna go lumpy. Pick a lumpy.
Lumpy, lumpy silvery. I can barely say silvery. Lumpy silvery. That's invisibility. That's not bad. That's a good one.
Can you be an invisible tree though?
Can you be? We might have to experiment with that later, just for the fun of it. Okay, we're going to scroll of requirement now. This is a big deal. Let's get something good. All right? Roll big. Roll high. Yes, that's a good one. Okay, this is great. This is what we want. This would also be really, really good. I think this is the one we want. This isn't unbelievable. Also, that negative intelligence is very bad. Oof. I think we need this, though. And I just got to up my intelligence as soon as I can. I just can't use it for a little while. Ooh, this is tough because it's either this one or this one. We're going to get the broadaxe. It's got a name, Michelle. The name of this broadaxe is Zwedhad.
Is that a name?
Listen, I didn't name it. No, we're getting the Zwedhad. For sure. Zwedhad's our new buddy. But we're not going to switch to Zwedhad yet. Right now we're using Zahiblim. Zahiblim. We're going to keep using Zahiblim for a little while because
your savings. I already forgot.
Zahiblim, it freezes dudes. It freezes the bad guys. It's extremely good at stabbing helpless and unaware enemies, which is great. It makes me stronger, so that's good. It protects me from cold damage. Protects me from electricity damage and from like spells. It does all sorts of good things. Meanwhile, Zwedhad, it hits people for flame, which is pretty great. And it protects from poison, and we're going to want that. It greatly protects you from negative energy, which is great. It might corrode you when you take damage. Maybe I shouldn't have got this axe. But the most important thing is
the
it's
one
minus...
that makes you 5 more stupid?
Oh, shit. I might not use this axe. That was dumb. Yeah, so the 5 more stupid is bad because we only 5... Over here, we only have 5 intelligence as is. So if you go to 0, you like...
You're a potato.
Yeah, you become slow and something else happens or something. Like, you get really... It really tries to fuck you up if you go to 0. So we're not going to use that axe until we get at least 1 more intelligence. Which happens over time, but... Oh my god, that was dumb. I think we shouldn't have got that one. We should have got the fighting manual. Ugh. Well, maybe we'll get another acquirement scroll. That might have been the end of the game right there. It went from being the end of the game we won to the end of the game we lost. Because I'm bad at this. Did I mention earlier that I'm bad at video games, Michelle?
Once or twice.
Dude, I'm bad at this game. I'm very bad at this game.
If it makes you feel better, I played Genshin with my friend Meg, and she plays on mobile. So I was playing on mobile with her. Not that it matters.
Do you play on laptop a lot?
I usually play on my PS5.
Oh, right. Okay.
But I was playing on mobile, and I couldn't figure out how to jump up a wall, and I killed my guy twice because he just kept falling off the cliffs.
That's not good.
No. Poor D-Luke.
Okay. I'm going to take
He
a
fell
pause.
once, and then I picked him up and knocked him over again.
That's rough.
Is that just a shirt hanging out?
It's a ring mail. It's worse than my chainmail, so I'm not going to get it. We're going to use
Leave it
that.
there
You
for
know
the
what?
next guy.
You know, we're going to use that axe later. You know why? Because I got it. But we got to get...
Just swing wildly. It'll be fine.
We got to get one more... we got to get one more intelligence first, so we don't go to 0. This thing is dangerous. What we got here, this sky beast, it's dangerous. Oh no, it's not, because we have resist electricity, and this guy hits with electricity, but we have Zahiblim. Oh, we have Zahiblim, the sword, which protects us from electricity attacks. So this guy's dead. He's dead. Just like that.
I didn't notice they have a tiny health bar that goes down.
Yeah, it's really fun. That's fun. That's a fun part. We got another identifier scroll. We still have 3. Oh, let's get some more potions till we get the healing wounds. That's the one! Michelle, we just did it. I called it.
I knew it was going to be a lumpy something.
You were right. It was a lumpy something. Okay, now we can do more. We want brand weapon. That's the one we want next. Vulnerability, that's not good. We don't want to use that one. And last but not least, brand weapon will be this one. Oh, his enchant weapon. That's not bad. Okay. So we were talking about Sephora.
Yes.
And it's in New York. When did you learn that it was going to be in New York this year? And do you remember that moment? Did you yell and hit Dave a bunch of times?
I did not hit Dave a bunch of times, but I knew they said it was coming back, and I told him Sephora is coming back. I'm gonna go. I don't know where or when yet.
Okay, yeah.
And he said, okay.
He said, what if it's in New York?
And then we found out it was in New York, and we also found out that tickets were... Let me find out exactly how much they were, because it is offensive. But I am an idiot.
No, you gotta go to your thing.
So it's... Oh, they're all sold out now.
Whoa, it's sold out. Is that the Javits Center?
No, it's at some place that I'm pretty sure they oversold.
It would be impossible for it to be at Javits Center. That would be wild.
That would be pretty wild. And maybe too close to Comic-Con, which I feel like is very soon.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's in a couple weeks, though, right?
Yeah, it's in a couple weeks. They can clean that place up real fast. So you all can get in there, make a mess with all your makeup products, and then the comic book people will be just fine.
So my cheap ticket was $100.
Oh.
And that was rude. But the expensive one was, I believe, $350.
Why were they different prices?
Because it's different levels of access, which is mainly funny because it's going to be the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, what is the implied difference?
You get in an hour earlier.
That's nice.
Get the stuff before it sells out. They have master classes, which are hosted by the brand owners.
Don't need them. You're already a master.
Yeah. But you can sign up for those.
Ooh, let's check it out. Michelle, I've got a scroll of butterflies.
Oh.
Maybe we'll use that later just for fun.
It'll be pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Oh, those are.
But we don't. This guy in green in the back is trouble. I need to get to him. That guy's trouble. We might be in a lot of trouble here.
A water moccasin comes into view.
That thing can fuck you up too. The water moccasin can give you poison, end the game real fast. But nope, he died instead.
He bit you and he did no damage.
I'm very powerful now. I froze him to death. Yep. So you get the 1 hour free.
And you get guaranteed attendance at the master class of your choice.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm going to Tracy Elise Ross, who's an actress from she's Diana Ross's daughter, but she's from what the hell's that show? Blackish.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the wife from Blackish. She's also from Girlfriends, which is one of my favorite TV shows. But she owns this. It's a hair care brand, primarily aimed at black women, but it has curly hair products, and I really like her, so I'm going to go see her.
Nice, that's great.
But one other thing that's come from the forums that I wanted to mention that I forgot about is that I've been able to meet two of my biggest makeup brand owner idols, I guess, is for lack of a better term. One of them is Charlotte Tilbury, who's this British woman who's completely insane, but she's also at this point has had way too much plastic surgery and kind of looks like a sex doll, but she's happy, so
Yeah.
But she's she did an event in New York, and they put us on the VIP list to meet her. From the girls from the mods on the boards put us, so we could get, it was I think 6 of us, we got to go and meet her and take pictures, and then she had her people, quote unquote, send us each a gift box with 6 products from her line. But her line's really expensive, so each box was $400 worth of product, which was really cool.
Wow.
And the other one I got to meet, which is the one that killed me, was I got to meet Pat McGrath, who's a very famous makeup artist. She started her own line a few years ago. It's ridiculously expensive. I love her dearly. She's so wonderful. And I remember I was at work, and one day one of the girls DM'd me, and she was like, look, she's like, would you be able to do something in the middle of the day tomorrow? And it was a Wednesday. And I was like, well, I have work, but if you told me it was worth, if it's worth it, I could take the day off. I would just have to check with my boss.
Oh no.
And she goes, I can't tell you what it is, but you should talk to your boss.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. And so I went to my boss and Liz, I know it's short notice. Could I have tomorrow afternoon off? She goes, yeah, whatever. I don't care. So I went back and I was like, okay, I can do it. She's okay. I'm going to send you an NDA.
Wow. That's cool.
You can't say anything. I can't tell you anything until I get the NDA back, but you'll know once you get the NDA.
Oh, okay.
So she emailed it to me and I printed it, and it said Pat McGrath Labs, and I was just like, the girl's name is Katie. I was like, Katie. She goes, oh my God, I know. You're going to meet Pat McGrath.
Yes, that's so cool. What's great about Pat McGrath? Oh.
So she's more traditional. She's traditionally a makeup artist for fashion houses when they do their noodle. I know it's dinner time.
Oh yeah, we can be done as soon as you're done with this part of the conversation.
So when they do Fashion Week, she'll come up with the makeup designs that different brands use. So she usually does Versace. I think she's done Matthew or Alexander McQueen. She does Versace. She does their all the makeup designs for their models for Fashion Week, which I'm sure you know what Fashion Week is, but it's a really big deal.
Yes.
And she's also a celebrity makeup artist. So she does. I know she did Missy Copeland's makeup. I'm trying to think of people that you know that would make sense. Literally Googling her.
And
this is very unhelpful. But she's just one of the. She was recently.
She's an icon in the community.
Knighted. What's it called when a woman gets knighted? She's made a dame.
She's a dame.
Yeah.
Well, she is a dame.
She's Dame Pat McGrath.
Holy crap.
And she's just amazing. And so I went to this event that was 6 people. And she was showcasing her new products. She had just come out with her line.
This is so cool.
And so the best part is she was doing she came out with highlighters, and she's like, "Oh, let me show you," and she modeled her highlighter on my face.
What?
And I have a video of her putting makeup on me.
No, I don't know what a highlighter is, Michelle. You don't. For a second, I was like, no. But you don't mean what I think you mean.
Drew on me with a crayon.
Yeah. That's not right. It's a piece of it's a
makeup item that's basically
it's a makeup
glitter.
Thing. Oh, that's cool. So she invented it.
She didn't invent it, but she invented the. She didn't invent highlighter, but she
no. I know
created
she invented
a specific formula.
Okay.
And she does have her own like very specific ways of doing makeup. And when people do it, they're like, "Oh, you're doing it like Pat McGrath." But I have a video of her putting highlighter on my face.
Oh, and nice! It's
hilarious because you can just see me panicking.
Oh, really? About like what?
Well, because she was touching me. Travis.
Oh, because you're that excited. Okay, got it. Yeah.
I was just like, this is one of the most famous, and important people in her field.
Okay.
Casually doing her thing on my face. Yeah.
That's a weird way to put it. No, everybody. The internet does not even hear you say it that way. But
everyone who knows Pat McGrath would be like, "Oh my god."
Oh my god. No doubt.
But it was, I like.
Is your style a reminiscent of hers in any way?
I've definitely taken some cues from her, but she does a much heavier.
Okay, there's our
look.
boy.
Oh, is this the big bad?
Okay, so no, this is not a big bad. This is a island. This is also procedural. This is not like doesn't look like this every single time. But this is an island where all the gods have altars, and you can choose which god you want to join. And the god gives you little skills as the game goes on. But I don't go for any of that. I only go with my boy. The god of war over here, Akawaru. This guy's great. War Master Akawaru. Only Akawaru. He's always... we always go Akawaru. We always go Minotaur Fighter. And then we go Akawaru. And he's our boy. So he's the other part of our story is that over time, our friend Akawaru here is going to save us a bunch of times. But he's also going to give us presents for killing things. And you got to think about whether this is... Yeah. Is this... Again, are we the bad guy? And is War Master Akawaru in fact the bad guy? I don't know. We have to think about it.
I think you also need to question the fact that you've never won at this game.
Oh, right. I didn't say this is a good idea.
Okay.
Surely you should choose which god you choose based on like the build and like what you're doing and like how you're supposed to go about it. But fuck all that noise. This is an Akawaru build. It's always Akawaru. Like, yeah, once we got that short sword a little while ago, we should have probably just stuck with short swords, but that reminds me, we switched to the broad axe now. We only have 2 intelligence. And so I have to start making axes.
Did you get more intelligence, or is it 2 intelligence with the -5?
That's 2... No... both of the things you said. It was 5, it went up to 7, and then I put on the axe, and now it's 2. Does that make sense?
It does.
No, yeah, it went up to 7, now it's 2, yeah. What am I, a mathematician?
Thank God your job has nothing to do with math.
Ooh, that wasn't right. I want this to go up to equals C12. Perfect. Okay. We're out of this place. We're going to go back to the dungeon and fight some more stuff. But now we got our friend Akawaru looking over us. I'm good at this. I'm good at this game. I'm going to manifest it. We did really well to make it to D7, to Dungeon 7. That's really pretty strong. I'm impressed.
I mean, your health is like 4 times what it was when you started.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're getting beefier. We're getting to be a beefy boy. Oh, these guys are bad news, though. And I don't have somewhere to fight. I just think I'll just fight them.
Start spinning.
Okay. We got this broad axe now, though. Okay, we're just gonna fight him. Oh, God, we're in trouble. Okay.
Oh, boy.
This is trouble, because we got to get over that staircase over there. Because only the ones that are like literally adjacent to us can go up the stairs with us. But this dude in the green is really gonna fuck us up. I don't like this dude. So check it out. So a minute ago, this guy's hitting me, but it doesn't matter. He's an idiot. And then I hit him, and then I burned him, and then I headbutted him. He's almost dead. So who cares about all that? This dude just goes, Orc Priest mumbles some strange prayers to Bjorg against you, and Bjorg spites me, and that's how I lost all this. That's how I lost all that HP.
I mean, you get smited.
Oh, this is bad.
You get smited.
Michelle, we're in trouble. Okay, that's why we're taking our time and doing this right, though. Okay, so we wanted to know what some of these things do, right? We could lignification. That'd be fun. You want to see the tree?
Sure.
Let's do the tree. This is probably a bad idea.
Tiny and pixelated, but
Michelle, this is probably a bad idea. We're gonna do it, especially because we're kind of like over time. You need to go feed the cat. So let's do this. We're gonna turn into a tree.
She's literally staring at me.
Really? Should we really do it? Yes, we should really do it.
Why not?
Yo, now we're a tree. Look, you can see he's a little.
You're a tree.
He's a little tree with an axe and a shield. That's cool. I like that. And I absolutely just crushed that gnoll just then. Absolutely crushed him. A new problem, though, is I don't think we can hit this guy from a distance like this. Well, we can throw a boomerang at him. Oh, I just killed him. Wait. What happened? Let's see what this says. I threw a boomerang. The boomerang hits the gnoll. I killed the gnoll. And then a puff of flame appears from out of thin air. The puff of flame hits you and does no damage. Okay, fuck that noise. This Google sergeant comes into view and he's holding a spear. That's bad, because if he tries to hit me from 2 away, I can't hit him. This dumbass orc is going to walk right up to me and get killed, though. Oh, you're dumb. You're so dumb. Why did you come that close to a tree with an axe? Why would you do that? Oh, this green guy got too close now. Let's hit him. Oh, God. We're totally surrounded. Oh, God. It was again the smiting. See, nothing can hit us because we're a tree, Michelle.
And yet, shouldn't everything hit you because it's not like you can dodge?
But you can't, like, get through it because they're all, like, holding... This guy's holding a mace. So if he tries to hit me with a mace...
It gets embedded in...
Wait, it doesn't hurt me because I'm a tree. But Bjorg can still smite me, and that sucks. Oh, he's dead now, though. He's gone. Now we got this invisible dude, and the sergeant we can't hit because he's too far away. And I can't even hit the invisible dude because I can't see him as a tree. Something hit me, but it does no damage. I'm throwing boomerangs as a tree. I wonder how long this tree is going to last for. There's a point at which we turn back into a minotaur. But I don't know how long that lasts. We're dying.
At least two boomerangs off, so...
We're dying slowly. But I am throwing this boomerang.
Aren't we all dying slowly?
Yeah. Oh, I think I killed the... Yeah, I killed the thing next to us. By accident. While I was aiming at this sergeant.
Wait, did you mean to kill the thing next to you?
No, I was aiming at the sergeant in the back. But none of these things have reach, so the only thing I can do is keep throwing this... Oh, I could throw a poison dart at it. Let's try that. Yeah, now it's poisoned. Let's poison it double. Uh-oh, this is trouble. Oh, now we're back. I'm gonna go over here and fuck it up. Wait. Okay, yeah. You're dead. Don't hit me. You're dead.
Did you do it?
Let's go. He's gonna die. There we go. Okay, cool. That was the big scary part for the day.
You have 28 health left, so now you just sit there and...
Oh, actually, I just go back to full health. Boom. So I just stood there until it was over. Yeah, that was good. Woof. That was scary. What did this guy have? He had a really nice shield. And now it's our really nice shield. And I'll take his spirit freezing, too.
Oh, I thought it was a bucket of cold resistance, which is kind of funny.
It's a bucket of cold resistance. He's just got a big old bucket he's carrying around.
Big old
I wish that was what it was.
Whale blubber? I don't know what even would be a bucket of cold resistance.
Oh my god. Okay, so Sephora is next weekend. All your girls are coming to town. Got big plans. I'm really happy for you. I love that you're a Sephora alama. I'm so happy for you, Michelle.
Oh, and one of the original mods who has left Sephora several years ago is having dinner with us, which I think is really cute.
That's really nice. Well, so you never considered the mods to be your friends. They were like employees. But now she's interested in being one of you.
I considered them my friend. I don't know if she considered us her friends.
Got it.
I was like, Katie loves us. Katie was just like, you're fine.
That's so sweet.
But it's very exciting, and I'm very pleased because I get to see some girls who I haven't seen in 3 years. And then, so when we went to the one in LA, we went, I think it was Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday we all went to Disneyland together, and it was very cute. And we all got ears, the whole thing.
That's awesome.
But I get to see them now. And
had you been to Disneyland before that?
Not the one in California. I'd been to the one in Florida.
You went to Disney World.
World? I never remember.
Yeah, that's Disney World. I want this hat. I want it, but I don't have enough money.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
But I'm a Minotaur, so I can't wear a helmet, right? Because I have horns, right? But for some reason, I can wear hats.
Well, because the hat goes in between your horns.
Right, cool. That's a pretty jaunty hat, right? It's a cute hat. It's got a feather.
It's a solid Peter Pan hat.
I fucking want that hat. Let's go get some money and come back to the shop and get that hat. I seriously want that hat. This is garbage. This is a garbage
Travis?
shop.
He's just trying to get enough gold for a hat.
Bubba Manta's Armor Imperium. This is a garbage shop. This is all dumb stuff no one would want. Why does this shop exist?
So one of my Sephora friends, she worked at a since shut down store in Austin, and one of her favorite stories is Jack Black came into the store.
Oops.
And he was looking around. And he goes, "Oh, he was like, is there anywhere that I can get a hat nearby?" And she's like, "Yeah, there's a hat store."
A haberdashery.
And he yelled, "A haberdashery!" and jumped up and turned and ran out of the building. And she was just like, "I can't even be mad. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen."
Oh no.
A haberdashery?
A haberdashery. And he's just gone. That sounds like Jack Black.
Yep.
I wonder if he did it partly for the comedy.
He definitely did it for the comedy. I think she said he came back and bought something, but he was
That's nice.
He's notoriously very nice. But she was just like, the fact that I said, "Oh yeah, there's a hat store," and he went, "A haberdashery?"
That's awesome.
She's like, "I know the word too, but I didn't."
Wait, so that's an anecdote you told from your friend that you met through the Sephora forum.
Through the forums.
That's
beauty talk.
That's awesome. Beauty talk. Beauty talk.
Terrible.
What type of things are happening at this year's Sephora? Do you already have an agenda?
No, it's been very odd.
It's next week.
It's literally Friday, the day after tomorrow.
Oh no! Okay, this is this weekend. Yeah.
They've been so cagey about it. I have my reservations because it's New York and it's not like they can have such a grand scale the way that they have in LA. But we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fun either way because I'll see my friends and we're gonna go out for pizza tomorrow.
Oh, nice. New York style pizza.
Yes, a place called Angelo's, I think.
That sounds familiar. Should take him to Bleecker Street Pizza though. That's the one.
So, but there's 20 of us.
That you wouldn't fit in Bleecker Street Pizza. Don't go there. Don't go there. Angelo's is the type of place you can go with 20 people, so that's good.
Yeah, so that's part of the reason we're going there. Yeah, so I was that's not a real pizza place, but I mean it's gonna be amazing, I'm sure. But my heart is shitty New York pizza. It's $1 slice.
Let's also pile into two boots. Let's also pile into 2 boots and
we're gonna go to Sephora. It's gonna be great.
That would be what the Sephora girls do is go to Sbarro's.
They would. No, they would. They're very bougie.
Uh-oh.
Which I appreciate because I too am bougie.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble.
Are you dying?
Not Not after all. What's this thing? I've never seen one of these. It's a howler monkey. It's a howler monkey zombie.
You know, of all the things that could have been,
That's one of them.
howler monkey zombie was not on my list.
You can't poison a howler monkey zombie, probably.
I don't know if you can poison a zombie, period.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. I could probably poison a howler monkey.
Yeah, definitely. But not a howler monkey zombie.
But not a howler monkey. Oh, this guy's back. I'm scared of this dude. Joseph.
Joseph!
He's a cowboy. But he kind of looks like a farmer.
Did he have a name before?
Yeah, we saw him earlier. So, you see on the map over here? I went down the stairs over here, and I saw him here. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here. And I went back. And then I went upstairs. Chad's telling me that Joseph did nothing wrong. It's true. He hasn't even noticed us yet. That question mark means he hasn't noticed me yet. Which is kind of weird to think.
I thought he was just like farming.
He might be farming. But if we get too close, he will start throwing shit at us.
You were in his house.
Well, I know. So I'm going to move away from him. That's fine. And hopefully he's just going to ignore us.
He would throw shit at you too.
Okay, see, he's not coming after us.
You turned around and a minotaur wearing a jaunty hat was staring at you?
I don't have the hat yet, because I don't have enough money. I still need 12 more gold to get the hat. We're going to come back down here from a different... There's another staircase down that I'm going to go to a different staircase down. And then we'll be away from Joseph. Oh, except for it's right there. Okay, now we're in trouble. No, I can still get out of here. You just have to figure out how to get away from Joseph to this lower one. So I'm going to go back upstairs to D7. I'm going to find that other staircase. I did that one already. This one. And we'll go down here. Now, Joseph's right over here somewhere. We're going to stay away from him. When they got the red square around them like that, that means that they're very dangerous.
Is that an axe just laying in the middle of the floor?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. There's just axes and random shit. Oh, this is going to be enough coins. Yes, let's go get that jaunty hat.
It's got a feather.
Oh my god, I love it. We're going to wear that red hat. Get out of here. What are you doing following me? Get... What are you... Some of these people are dumb. Okay, where's that shop? It's on this level. I think it was this one down here. But it doesn't matter. We'll go to each one and find out. Do you have more Sephora friends tidbits? I guess I have a real like hard-hitting talk show host question for you. I got a talk show host question for you.
Okay.
Like, what does it say? What does this being your thing say about you? What do you love about the Sephora girls
love
being
about it is that it was this thing that I kind of stumbled upon that was a group of like-minded people, if you will, which sounds terrifying when you say it that way. But people with similar interests, similar enthusiasm levels towards it, because it's one thing to be interested in something, it's another thing to be a little crazy about it.
Yeah.
Which we're all definitely a little crazy about it. But it's finding these people and finding a group that worked and continues to work so hard to still remain in touch and still remain active in each other's lives and know what's going on, and still when something like this kind of surprise Sephora thing happened, everyone was so excited to kind of jump back up and just get right back into it and make plans and see each other.
Yeah.
And it was, for myself, it was like, this is a thing I like. It wasn't really even a question the question wasn't whether or not I was going to go. The question was how much was I going to go?
How much was I going to go? How hard was I going to go?
Exactly. And like one of the girls is coming with her daughter and they're doing all 4
That's good.
sessions. And I'm like, this has got to be like thousands of dollars for her to come and do this at this point. And I was just like, I'll do one fancy one cheap one. And then I live here. I will see you guys for dinner. Like, I don't need to fill my day.
No, totally. And you've put your dollars and travel in the past when I was in LA. Mm-hmm. Some of these ladies are from LA, probably.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
And just knowing that there are other people who are so enthusiastic about things. And I think you know that about me. When I get excited about something, I get very excited and I want to
That's why I wanted you to be my first guest on my talk show.
Like, I want to devote all my time and energy to something and I want to research it, know more about it and be able to be the best version of whatever me that is. So, like, being aware of what's going on, being a good host, being a good tour guide for these people who are some of my dearest friends and I want to make sure they have a good time. And just kind of knowing that there's this group of 20 or so other people who had the same thing in mind. It's just, it makes me so happy. And it's brought me these people who, like my friend Meg and my friend Shannon, who are 2 of my very best friends who I talk to daily. It's brought me these people who are part of my life.
I love that it's like not Sephora at this point.
Yeah. And it's funny because
of course it's great that it's still about your shared interest, but it's not about that anymore.
And I've really kind of stopped buying makeup. Like I do sometimes. I'm not a liar. Like it happens. It's still fun. It's still a hobby that I enjoy, but the scale is so much smaller, and it's so not what it was before. And before it was kind of like this thing that I wanted to do when it was my hobby, it was my activity, and now it's just kind of the people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which makes it so much more fun and more interesting, and like also a little sadder because they're all so far flung that I don't get to see them often. Like even the girls in New York, the one who I'm closest to was in Staten Island, and it's like no, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's cool, and I'm excited that I get to see them. And it's funny because we were supposed to go see Dave's brother and his wife, and I was like, oh, I have the Sephora girls coming, and he was like, oh, do you have plans on Saturday? I was like, well, I kind of want to be available just in case they want to do something. And it's like, okay, now I have plans and it's fine. But it was just funny because I was like, well, I want to keep my day open just in case. But it means a lot to me. It formed a lot of things. It definitely gave me, interestingly, more confidence in, 1, making friends, 2, when I know I'm good at something or I know something and like I have faith in my knowledge base for things, and it gave me that kind of like, no, you know this, you can speak to this, you can speak well to it. And I do this with a lot of my girlfriends. They'll like call me and be like, I need help with eyeliner, and I'm like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Like I can help with it.
Totally.
That reminds me, Jess, eyeliner brush.
I'll tell her that you remembered. Yeah, and then my birthday plans.
Yes.
We started talking about that. I'm excited by the plan. Jess was trying to convince me to get tickets and go to a Michigan game in Ann Arbor. I was like, this is such a great idea. I'm going to look into it. And my friend from college lives in Ann Arbor now. And I messaged him, and he won't be there that weekend, so that's no good.
Oh, that sucks.
But I was still going to go visit my friend Matt, but then and go with him. But then I went to bed that night, and in the night, I just, like, remember that I love my bed.
Oh, so that's what you were waxing poetic about your bed for.
Yeah. I was like,
You
oh my god, I
mentioned
love
it
this
like
bed. I
twice
love
in
this.
your email, and I was like, Travis really likes his bed.
No, this is an ongoing joke between Jess and me. No, it really was is that I woke up and I was like, you know what I want to be able to do on my birthday is like play video games with Andy or like play board games with Betsy. And then I want to do these other things as well, but like if I don't get to spend any time with them on my birthday, that's not gonna be fun for me.
Yeah.
But I like the joke of like, no, actually it's just that I wanna be in my bed on my birthday.
Also, like, your bed is very comfortable. Like the
It is
time
very
that I stayed there, I was like, why are your sheets so soft?
Yeah, dude, those are good sheets. Okay, so here's the trick, Michelle, is I got Joseph to come right up close to me.
Oh no.
And so I'm gonna kill him this time. I know that everybody doesn't approve of this, but it's kind of important that we get rid of this dude.
Who's that other Joseph guy over to the right?
Okay, so everything that's outside of the very well lit stuff is sort of like a snapshot of what we saw there when we were there before. But
so that's Joseph from before.
Right. So the last time we saw this square, Joseph was standing there. But obviously he's not now, but that's not the point. It's just, it doesn't change until we look there again.
No, I didn't realize that's how it was. I thought there was just a second Joseph.
So he hit us already. He made the quarterstaff of pain. Do you see that? He's holding the quarterstaff now. He wasn't holding that earlier. What an asshole.
I mean, he might have had it and you just didn't notice.
No, exactly. Like he was holding it. If you can't see it here, but he had a sling of freezing. But now he's got a quarterstaff of pain. Well, he's gonna be in pain because watch him. Got him.
He's moderately wounded.
Oh wait, he said something to us. He said, "You must be punished, or I want to punish you."
Kinky.
Kinky.
This dungeon has turned into a different dungeon.
This guy can't hit me. This guy can't hit me. Oh, he corroded me somehow.
Because you're a tree, maybe?
This guy can't hit me. No, I'm not a tree anymore. This guy can't hit me. He's dead. He's dead. Bye, Joseph. It was good having you while you were here.
Do you get his staff now?
I can have that staff. I don't think I want it. It's for people that are good at, I mean, I'll pick these things up, but...
Can you sell them or something?
You can't sell stuff. Nope. It's just, that's one of the challenges.
You're just becoming encumbered.
Yeah, I have 52 things I can hold, and then I just can't hold anymore. So eventually it becomes an inventory management game of like, well, I don't need this anymore. This quarterstaff of pain is good for people that have no necromantic skills. So that guy must have had some necromantic magic skills, but
you were being chased by a lot of zombies.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Michelle, that was thematic. They were there because Joseph is there. So he looked like a cowboy, but he was in fact a necromancer.
And a farmer, maybe. I don't know.
He looked like a farmer cowboy. You don't see very many farmer cowboy necromancers. That doesn't happen very much. But it is a thing inside of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Chad wants to know if it's Joseph or Yosef. I think it's Joseph. I think it's funnier to think of him as Joseph, the farmer necromancer. His crops are all fucked up,
I do like where
though.
Chad's brain is going, though.
Let's go. This guy's dead. Oh, let's look at all these dudes.
That's a lot of guys. That's a lot of whips.
These dudes think they got something going for them, but they don't. They're all gonna die. I don't have to get weird with it. Oh, you know what I am gonna do though? This guy was having trouble hitting him just now. So I'm gonna introduce you to Akawaru's skill. So Akawaru can give me this thing called heroism, and he just makes me a really beefy boy. So I'm already a beefy boy with 24 strength, but Akawaru makes me a super beefy boy. So now I'm a hero. And what that does is it takes all the things that I am and I'm even more powerful. I have great axe now. And I can throw really well. But I'm
Are you still dumb as rocks, though?
I'm just gonna beefy this dude. Yep, killed him and all his little buddies. There we go. Akawaru helped out. We're friends. Sometimes I fight hard things and Akawaru likes it a lot. Sometimes I fight easy things and he's like, I'm not impressed.
He's like, I could have done that.
So this is the part where I get too cocky and end up dying a lot of times. So maybe we should wrap it up. I know that the rule is that the show ends when I die, But it doesn't have to. We don't have to wait till then to stop.
to die.
Yeah, and
So
plus,
wait, can you save your progress?
Yeah, it saves.
Is it reset as soon
as
you leave the game?
It saves it every single step.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure because you said that it resets when you die, but I wasn't sure.
It doesn't reset when you don't die. It doesn't. It resets when you die, but it doesn't reset when you don't die. What did I say? Let's check this thing out. This is going to be something good. This chainmail here is colorful, which means that it's got some sort of power. Oh, that's good.
The power of jazz.
Scale mail. I bet it looks good. So it's weaker.
The power of friendship.
But it's got willpower. Let's put this on. Oh, look, we got like black now. And I have this, I don't need this anymore then.
Pancake, what are you doing?
This is
Carpet
a good one.
didn't do anything to you.
We're going to be really hard to hit.
Which is an interesting comment from a Minotaur.
Yeah, this Minotaur is beefy. Is a beefy boy, but he's got really good evasion. So he just is very wiggly.
He's real slippery. He's a real slimy Minotaur.
Slippery dude. We're gonna
everyone's favorite kind of Minotaur.
We're gonna
grab him and he slides right down.
We're gonna put some just like we became a tree, but never stopped to ask whether we should. I asked Michelle if we should do it, but we talked about like we wanted to see what that tree looked like. These guys are nothing, but these are the guys are the zombies that are left behind by Joseph or Joseph. Okay, we'll finish this level and then we'll be done, okay? But I'm not going to rush.
Bullfrog comes into view. Ah.
Oh, we're almost done. We did it. Okay, we've done 8 levels. Michelle, what do you think of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup?
I want to know why it's called Stone Soup, because Stone Soup has a very sad connotation.
Oh, like because you know something, or just it feels sad?
Well, just Stone Soup to me implies that you're I don't know, maybe I'm over-interpreting it, and now I'm Googling it.
You should Google it. I think there is a reason for it. I think the soup part is exactly what you said, of like, it's just amalgamation of a random stuff.
Well, okay, so according to Google,
yeah.
Stone Soup is a European folk story in which hungry strangers convince the people of a town to each share a small amount of their food in order to make a meal that everyone enjoys and exists as a moral regarding the value of sharing. So what I associate it with is like you put stones in the soup to make more soup, but it doesn't actually make more soup because you're just putting rocks in it.
Yeah.
But it's like you put stones in it so that there's more soup so that you can share it with more people. But it's sad because it's not real.
I don't think that's the... That doesn't sound like the same moral. Because I think the moral said it was for sharing, but you're saying don't share.
Well, no, you do share it, but it's like you're eating rocks. It's not better.
Well, this is... I guess it's worth noting that, you know, I've died hundreds of times in this game at this point, so...
Apparently there was a book called Stone Soup. Children's books are messed up.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, is your mama a llama? I asked my friend Clyde.
Lloyd. Oh, it's like Lloyd.
No, she is not, is how Clyde replied. She likes to eat fish and she lays in the sun all day. I don't think llamas act quite in that way.
Wait, is Clyde's mom a seal?
Yeah, wait. Oh, no. Oh, Clyde, I understand your deal. I think your mama must be a seal. You got it, Michelle. There's one more. I don't remember it very well. I don't remember the name. Yeah, I'm not going to remember it. But it's a bat. It's the animal's a bat. The animal's a bat.
Spoiler alert! God,
Yeah.
now I'll never be able to finish that book.
It goes, oh, Jeff, I'm sure you're right about that. You're right about that. Your mama sounds more like a bat.
Oh, Jeff.
It's not Jeff, though. It's not Jeff.
It's
Okay.
funnier if it's
All right,
Jeff.
let's stop. I can't do this anymore. I've loved hearing about the Sephora girls, though, Michelle. Thank you so much for coming on my talk show. Thank you so much for helping me through the technical difficulties. Yeah. I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed your questions about Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup as well. You're invited back sometime to talk about another one of your things. And I will be having other friends come on and talk about their thing, and you should watch the shows about them, because I'm sure you'll enjoy hearing about other people's things. You should get a Twitch account so you can watch the show live on Wednesdays at 8 o'clock.
I will strongly take that under consideration.
I bet you'll love it. I bet you'll be a big fan.
Who's guest two?
I don't know yet. No, I'm not telling you that. No, I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, you have to tune in?
You have to tune in to find out. Maybe I'll have a list of them soon, but I wasn't sure enough that this was a good idea, or that it wouldn't just go really, truly horribly. So I didn't book a bunch, but I have somebody lined up for the second one. And so, did I say the same thing twice?
You alluded.
Okay.
But it's fine.
Okay, cool. Well, it's planned, and so next week is Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup episode. I'm gonna say this episode 1, and that's gonna be episode 2. We've just got upgraded to episode 1. Yeah, because we weren't sure this was gonna work, but it did. It was really great. I loved your story. It's a bunch of really great surprises, and I truly belly laughed incredibly hard. It was hard.